Hello there, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Cassie and this is Cass in Hand, a platform for individuals and entrepreneurs who are looking to level up their personal finance, take charge of their income, decrease their debts and build wealth. Now, last time I filmed a video about how to save money on a low income salary that got a lot of people excited and a lot of people loved it. So today I'm talking about how you could stop spending so much money. I believe a lot of us most of the times would love to save a lot of money and do more with our money. Because we're unable to live frugally, we spend our money unnecessarily. So I'm here to give you tips on how you can stop spending so much and save more and do more with your money. Now, I am super excited to present you these tips. Now, if you haven't already, please go down below and subscribe to my channel. That really helps me a lot. And like this video and share with a friend or a colleague who might need it. Now, the first tip that I want to give to you if you want to stop spending so much money is to be clear and be specific on your goal. As in, once you set a goal that you want to accomplish with your financial journey, you need to be clear on exactly what things you need to do to accomplish that. It's not just enough for you to just go about your day wishing and wanting more money or wanting to do more with your money or wanting to invest. The biggest thing that you can do for yourself when it comes to your financial journey or your financial freedom is to set a goal. How much you want to have, a certain figure, a certain reach, a certain dream that you want to achieve. Write it down and make it plain so that you can visualize it and work towards it. The most important thing that you can do for yourself is visualizing your goal, because once you see it, you're able to figure out the steps that you need to take to get there. Once you're specific about these goals and you write them down and you're able to visualize it, you're able to then put them into actionable steps that you are then able to go through and achieve that goal. Say, for instance, you want to be able to buy a property in the UK or mortgage a house. You know that maybe the property would cost between 300,000 to about 500,000. Once you know this figure, you're able to then reverse engineer your way back to it and see the exact moment you're in right now and know exactly how much you need to put down, be able to get to that goal. Then you reverse engineer your way back to that. So having a clear goal and making sure that you've set it in stone is what would help you in the first place to stop spending so much. And the second thing that you want to do after you've set the goal for your self, one thing that you can do to stop spending so much money is to prioritize your financial journey. I know we live in a day and age where our friends mean so much to us and that sometimes we go out of our way to impress people that we live with or friends that we go out with. Now, once you prioritize your financial journey and know exactly what you're yearning for and where you're headed towards, you're able to then say no to the people that may want you to go out with them, often more than not, the people that want you to constantly spend money. You're able to then even tell yourself no when you want to spend money on certain things, because you know that your journey or your financial freedom is a priority to you. So once you also prioritize your goal, you're able to put your financial decision first. Say, for instance, you have a certain amount of money that you want to put in your savings or put towards a purchase that you think would come in handy in the future, and you have a friend or a colleague who may want you to give them maybe £1,000 just so they can buy the next fancy computer. You're able to prioritize yourself and let them know that, look, I have the money, but I'm looking to put it towards a better use, so I cannot give it to you. That way you've prioritized yourself. Another way that you can prioritize your financial journey is by reading financial books, by watching videos. Subscribe to my channel for more videos. Also looking at financial literature and ensuring that you're putting your mind at the right place for your money. So prioritizing is not just you putting the money first, but what you're doing towards making sure that you're not spending that much money is also key. Now, the third thing that you want to do is to understand your spending habits. I believe this is one thing that a lot of millennials forget, because they think that once I've got the money in my account and I'm not planning to use it, I'm not going to use it. But one thing you don't know is that some of us, we have spending habits. And I can't remember, I did a video on it. I'll link it up here if you want to check it. I talked about like 3 spending habits that damages our finances. And one of them is spending money whilst you're stressed, or spending money because you're bored. A lot of us do that most often than not, because this is money that we've not budgeted for that spending. And so just because you're bored or stressed, you end up buying something off of maybe Amazon or off of maybe a lot of apps that you spend money on unnecessarily. Another area is spending money to impress other people. That is something that I also mentioned, so make sure you check it out as well. So once you understand your spending habits, you're able to organize your finances accordingly. You're able to budget for the times when you want to splurge on certain things. You organize your money by looking at your statements, making sure that your money is going to the right places. These are all ways that you can check your spending habits. And maybe just once a week, maybe on a Sunday that you're free, grab your statement or print a mini statement. Check how much you've spent so far in a month. Are you putting your money towards the right places? If I'm spending too much on maybe food outside, am I able to then cook at home and make sure that I'm eating from the house and not spending money? If I'm spending too much money on public transport or on Ubers, is there any way I can curb that habit to ensure that I'm not paying that much towards those things? These are all the things that you can look to helping you understand your spending habits. And what this does is that it enables you to question your desire to purchase, because once you understand what your spending habits are, anything that you want to buy, you're able to then ask yourself, do I really need to buy this? Is this really something that I need, or is this something that I want? Am I buying it because it's going to be useful to me, or am I buying it because someone else is using it and I think it's fancy? Because most of us, we spend unnecessarily because we don't understand or question our desire to purchase. So once you do that, it would help you to spend less money. The fourth thing that you want to do is to surround yourself with people who understand your financial journey. Meaning people who value your financial independence and financial freedom. This is friends, family, the things you watch on social media, the YouTube videos you watch, your Instagram account. What people are you looking at? Because many a times, most of us are influenced by what we see on social media, and we end up buying things because they look good on a certain person and it doesn't even look good on us, but we're buying it anyway. We have friends around us who constantly push us to spend money on luxury items or go on holidays that they know that we can't afford, but yet because we want to please them, we end up doing those things. So make sure that once you decide or you have a certain goal you want to reach, or you have a certain amount that you want to get to, having to surround yourself with those people who would push you, who would motivate you, who would tell you not to buy that thing because you need to put that money towards good use, is the right people that you need to have around you. Understand how the people around you affect your spending habits, your social media account. Are you following way too many influencers? Because every influencer is going to be tagged by a brand to advertise something, and they would advertise it so that it pleases you. That's the whole point of advertisements. And so if you're constantly buying things because people are recommending them to you, check yourself and see whether those people, you need to unfollow them. It's no harm in unfollowing someone if you think that they might be pushing you towards the wrong thing. It's no negativity at all. It's just you prioritizing your financial journey and understanding and surrounding yourself with the people who would push you towards that goal. Maybe follow a few more financial independence accounts, personal account profiles that would push you and grant you the daily motivation you need to be able to curb your spending habits. Follow Cass in Hand as well if you haven't already, because I do provide the daily motivation as well. But yeah, and surrounding yourself with these people who would know and push you towards that goal is really, really key in ensuring that you don't spend much. There are friends that you go out with on a weekend or maybe go out with to eat, and they might want you to pay for all the bills. But there are friends who would say, let's split the bill, or let me pay today because you've paid as well. These are all people that you want to check and ensure that they are there to push you towards that goal, because once they are there, they're able to then help you stop spending those payments and ensure that you save on the money that you could have spent as well. Now, the fifth thing that I want to give you, or the tip I want to tell you, is something that I practice for myself, and that is to have no spend days or have a spend freeze. This is you telling your mind to say no to certain things. For me, for instance, sometimes I do a week of no spending, which is when I don't put money towards anything except my bills that come out. So I won't buy anything from outside. I will not purchase anything for that day. I'll make sure that for that week I've meal prepped, I've got my drinks, my water, everything in my work bag, and I'm taking it to work, and I'm not buying anything. Most people go as much as doing it for months or even for a month at a time. And that is a good way to train your brain to say no, because most of us, we are in the habit of just buying anything that we want and see and, yearn to have. And our mind are not trying to say no to even our own desires. And so putting a no spend day on yourself, a week on yourself, or even a month on yourself would help you to check those spendings and enable you to save the money for those things as well. Once you're able to check this spending habit, it becomes a habit because you've done it for maybe a couple of days, even 21 days, 7 days, or even a month at a time. It becomes part and parcel of you. And so anytime that you want to buy something, you're able to then question why you're buying it and then save the money for later. One thing that this also helps is that it helps you put a spending limit on your miscellaneous spendings as well, expenditure, your, makeup, takeout, all of those things that you think, it helps you maybe look good or it helps you feel good. You're able to then put a spending limit on those things. So you don't go over a certain average, you don't go over a certain amount. Also, one thing is that it helps you to curb the habit of buying things just to feel good for yourself. Now, the last but not the least tip that I want to give to you is that you have to challenge your money belief. Revamp your money mindset. Forgive yourself of your past mistake. Because for some of us, the reason why we're in so much debt is because we entered into a debt before and we thought, oh, I can never get out of this debt. And so we have that mindset in mind. And so we're like, let me just do what I can because, everyone has debt. No, not everyone has that. People are living in financial freedom. And if you want to get there, you can't get there. Challenge your money beliefs. Put away with evil money mindsets and avoid people or certain beliefs that people have imposed on you that tells you that everyone is in debt. Not everyone is in debt. There are people who are not in debt, and that is the sort of goal that you should be headed towards. So forgive yourself of your past mistakes and look to the brighter side. The fact that you've spent so much money in the past doesn't mean that you cannot curb that habit. It's a lie. You can't do it. If you're disciplined enough and you're able to do things for yourself and budget properly, you'll be able to excel through your financial freedom. One easy way for us to spend so much money is because we think that the more we spend, the more we receive, or you need to put money out there in order to receive money. For you to receive money back, you need to put the money out there to the right source or the right place so that it can draw back the money that you've put there in maybe 10 times fold. But you do not just put money anywhere and expect money to come back to you. Challenge those limiting beliefs, forget them, replace them with new things, and understand that financial freedom is for everyone, except you do not want it. So here you are, lovely people. These are things that you can put in mind and train yourself to do to help you spend less and save more and do more with your money. Now, if you haven't already, please make sure that you go down below and subscribe to my channel. I believe we just hit 200 subscribers and I'm so happy and proud of my little internet family, and I'm so happy that you guys have decided to join me on this platform. Please stick around for more videos and share this video with friends and family. Like this video and make sure you're following at Cass in Hand. See you next week. Bye bye.